I like that, Prabhuji. Means last 3 years I'm going, Prabhuji. From
Yeah.
last 3 years continuously. Means especially 31st అక్కడ I mean ఈ పుష్పాభిషేకం ఫెస్టివల్ attracts more.
Yeah. Yeah. In the ISKCON temple, every other temple doing different times. In this January only, some temples after 2 weeks they start this Pushpabhishekam. Some temples on January 1st. In the Dallas temple, every year they do 2 times Pushpabhishekam with these 5 kinds of flower. One is Radhashtami and then New Year Day after Kirtan Meladam. So nice. Actually, I'll share the Kirtans. You all have to hear every day. So blissful event actually. Yeah. So without delay, I am sharing.
Yesterday, Shivaram Prabhuji also came, Prabhuji, here.
Yes, I'm missing. Actually, I'm missing his association. He's wonderful Kirtanir in our community.
It was such a wonderful program yesterday, Prabhuji. Right.
You were there? You had been there?
Yes,
In the second program? Very nice. Okay, cool. Super. Yeah.
It was so wonderful. His class was like a musical class. He was singing and then speaking. It was so wonderful.
Yeah. So these are all having, so much practice and experience in the devotional life, Mataji. They are close to, 2 decades, 15 years, like that. They dedicated their life for the mission of Srila Prabhupada.
Yes,
They are serving in ISKCON Chowpatty, Mumbai. Your senior god brother. Yeah. So Lalit Mohan Prabhu, thank you so much for giving us your association every day. I'm really grateful for your association in this call to help us in understanding a little more. And these are the 5. Before you join, I have spoken about these flowers, Prabhu. In the ISKCON Dallas temple, we had a great Pushpabhishekam celebration. So I'm sharing these 5 flowers for you. Hare Krishna, you are there?
Yes, Prabhu, I am there. What kind of flowers are they, Prabhu?
Rose petals. 5 types of rose petals.
Okay. Are they locally made or from Denmark? Where are they from?
I think they have some devotee farm. I'm not sure exactly, but close around $5,000 of close to
US flowers only they are.
Yeah, I think they have some big garden.
Oh, good. So 5 kinds of flowers. Very well.
5 rose petals.
Okay.
Chalo.
And don't embarrass me by saying that thank you for coming and all these things, Prabhuji. This I want to conclude with. Thank you so much.
So yeah, one Lavanya, either you 1 or 2 points from Leelam Prabhu, Samyukta Mataji, Sandhya Mataji, since you are there in the call, in the regular satsangs, the 31st night, please share one point, please, immediately. I wanted to hear from you. Because
we
that
don't
day,
have to complain for anything, Prabhuji.
Mataji?
Whatever we have to be satisfied, Prabhuji.
We have to be satisfied what Krishna has given to us.
Yes, Prabhuji. Stop complaining, Prabhuji said.
So actually, before yes, there are in the previous when I associate with the devotees in the lectures, they said 3 kinds of cancers to our mind. 3 kinds of cancer. 3 C's it's called: compare, criticize, and complain, criticize. Then one more thing: compare is there, criticism is there,
complain is there.
3 mother. I mean, good throw.
They complain, criticize, compare.
Compare, yeah. Thank you. 3 cancers of mind is a problem. Compare, criticize, and compare, criticize, complain. 3 cancers of mind. Yes, okay. Yeah, whatever we have to be satisfied. Yes, thank you, Mataji. Sandhya Mataji, can you please share any point? Hare Krishna, Mataji.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah, మీరు ఉన్నారా ప్రభు? మా Mataji ఆ రోజు కాల్ ప్రభుజీ 31st night.
ఉన్నాను ప్రభుజీ. కాకపోతే సెషన్ అప్పుడు కేసర్ని తీసుకుని బయటకు వెళ్ళాను, ఎందుకంటే వాడు అలౌ చేయలేదు వినడానికి.
ఓకే, షూర్ Mataji.
బట్ ఇట్ వాజ్ వండర్ఫుల్ ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ప్రభుజీ. 31st ఈవినింగ్ అనేది లైక్ డివోషనల్ గా స్పెండ్ చేయడం అనేది ఐ ఫెల్ట్ వెరీ ఫార్చునేట్ యాక్చువల్లీ బై లుకింగ్. అంటే మేము అవతారు కదా, బయట స్టాల్స్ అవన్నీ పెట్టారు. సో ఐ కెన్ ఫీల్ ద డిఫరెన్స్ హౌ ద నాన్ డివోటీస్ లైక్ వాళ్ళని చూసి ఈ స్పిరిచువల్ లైక్ we should be always grateful to Prabhupada and his preachings, Prabhuji. I could feel that difference.
Yeah, very right. Yes, Mataji.
And every time 31st new resolutions. So
Yes.
we should take this opportunity to improve our spiritual life every year. Compared to previous year, we should improve. That's what I thought. So it is not a Hindu festival. We should take this as a we should improve in spiritual life.
Yeah, year on year, every year, like that. Yes, Mataji. Thank you for sharing. Lavanya, please add some more.
So Prabhuji ఏం చెప్పారంటే like recently గా Barsani Rani Mataji, like she's going to tough time, right? So she's having a final stage of cancer. So Prabhuji quoted her example and he was saying like, take Krishna conscious very serious, because we may die anytime, death may come anytime. So don't delay. Like you can take Krishna conscious and you can be serious. You can be very serious in your sadhana, so that you will experience the spiritual bliss in this material life. Because when Prabhuji went to Mataji, she was like very blissful. Like she doesn't have any thought of like death. Like what like I'm going to, she knows, right? Like she knows everything, I'm going to die, but she couldn't feel like the fearfulness of death, because she is in spiritual bliss, ecstatic spiritual bliss. So that mood she cultivated because of serious Krishna consciousness. So adi chepparu Prabhuji, like quote cheskuntu, Mataji అసలు ఏం టెన్షన్ పడట్లేదు, లైక్ ఫియర్ ఏం లేదు. షీ ఇస్ లైక్ ఎలా అంటే నేను ఇక్కడ నుండి మంచి గోలోకి వెళ్ళిపోతున్నా, అంత అదిగా ఉంది ఆమె కాన్షియస్నెస్. అండ్ షీ సింగింగ్ లైక్ బృందావన రమ్యస్థాన పాడుతూ ఉంటే ఆమె కూడా పాడుతూ లైక్ షీఈ్ లైక్ డాన్సింగ్ అలా చెప్పారు. తర్వాత ఇంకోటి చైతన్య మహాప్రభు స్టోరీలో ఏం చెప్పారంటే లైక్ సచిమాత మహాప్రకాష్ లీలా అప్పుడు లైక్ హీఈస్ గివింగ్ ఎవ్రీ వన్ లైక్ గిఫ్ట్స్, రైట్? లైక్ వాట్ ఎవర్ యూ వాంట్ యూ కెన్ ఆస్క్ మీ అని అంటే వాళ్ళందరికీ కృష్ణ ప్రేమ, లైక్ హీఈస్ గివింగ్ కృష్ణ ప్రేమ టు ఎవ్రీ వన్, లైక్ అద్వైత ప్రభు, నిత్యానంద ప్రభు, ఎవ్రీ వన్ హీఈస్ గివింగ్. And devotees ask, what about your mata, Sachi Mata? What are you going to give her? So he said, I'm not going to give any Krishna Bhakti to my mom. So everybody was like shocked. ఎందుకల్లా అసలు మీ అమ్మ నిన్ను పెంచినామే, నిన్ను కన్నామే, అలా ఎందుకు చేస్తున్నావు, నువ్వు ఇంకా ఎక్కువ ఇవ్వాలి కదా, మా అందరికీ ఇంత ఇచ్చినావు, ఎందుకు అమ్మకి ఇవ్వట్లేదు అని అంటే he says like she did Vaishnava aparad, he said. So everybody like was shocked, amazed. ఏంటి అమ్మ అపరాధం చేసిందా, ఏంటి నువ్వు అలా ఏం చెప్తున్నావు అని అందరూ షాక్ అయ్యి లైక్ డిఫరెంట్ గా ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్స్ పెడతారు అన్నట్టు, బికాస్ దే కుడెంట్ ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ దట్ ఆన్సర్, రైట్? సో చైతన్య మహాప్రభు ఈజ్ మ్యాగ్నానిమస్, మహోవదాన్యాయ, హీ కెన్ గివ్ ఎవ్రీథింగ్ టు ఎనీబడి. బట్ అమ్మకు అలా చేస్తున్నావు ఏంటి అని లైక్ ఎవ్రీబడి వాజ్ షోవింగ్ దేర్ లైక్ యాంగ్జైటీ అండ్ యాంగ్రీ, ఎవ్రీథింగ్. అండ్ అద్వైత ప్రభుజీ కూడా అలాగే, ఏంటి చైతన్య నువ్వు అంటే హీజ్ యంగర్, రైట్? ఏంటి ఇలా చేస్తున్నావు అన్నట్టుగా షాక్ అయింది అన్నట్టు. తర్వాత చెప్తారు అన్నట్టు, యా షీ డిడ్ వైష్ణవ అపరాధ్. ఆమెకు నేను ఎప్పుడు ఇస్తానంటే ఆమె ఎప్పుడైతే అద్వైత లాంటి గ్రేట్ డివోటీస్ పాద ధూళి తీసుకొని తన తలలో పెట్టుకుంటుందో అప్పుడు నేను ఇవ్వగలుగుతాను అని అంటది అన్నట్టు. అది విని అద్వైత మహాప్రభు షాక్ అయ్యి ఇంకా ఫెయింట్ అయిపోతాడు అన్నట్టు. హరిబోల్.
Yeah, I think for me the voice cut అవుతుంది. ఓకే, I don't know.
ఇప్పుడేనా ఇంతకు ముందా?
లేదు, మాకు వినబడుతుంది ప్రభుజీ.
మాకు ప్రాపర్గా ఉంది ప్రభుజీ. మీది అంటే మీది
Is it okay Mataji from
Yes,
my side?
Mataji. Yeah,
yes
yeah.
Mataji.
Yeah. So అప్పుడు
I think
అందరూ
ప్రభుజీ ప్రాబ్లం ఉంటుంది Mataji.
ప్రభుజీది వినపడట్లేదు. సో ఫెయింట్ అయిపోతారు అద్వైత ప్రభు అయిపోయి, ఏంటి నన్ను నువ్వు ఎంత నేను తుచ్చమైన వాడిని, నన్ను అలా వైష్ణవునిగా అనుకొని నువ్వు మీ అమ్మని అలా చేస్తున్నావా అని హీజ్ లైక్ ఇన్ దట్ వెరీ దిస్ వన్. సో ఫెయింట్ అయిపోతారు. తర్వాత అందరూ అలా చేసుకుంటూ కీర్తన చేస్తూ ఉంటే అనుకోకుండా సచిమాత వచ్చి అద్వైత ప్రభు కాలి ధూళి పెట్టుకొని తలలో టక్కన పెట్టుకుంటారు. అది ఎవరికి తెలియదు, ఇట్స్ లైక్ హ్యాపెనింగ్ అని ఎవరికి తెలియదు, ఆమెను చూడట్లేదు ఎవరు, లైక్ దే ఆర్ లైక్ ప్రేజింగ్ అండ్ దే ఆర్ సింగింగ్. సో అలా మర్చిపోయి ఆమె అందరూ ఉంటే ఆమె వచ్చి కాలు దూలి పెట్టుకుంటది అప్పుడు చైతన్య మహాప్రభుని. ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు లైక్ యూ విల్ గెట్ కృష్ణ ప్రేమ, ఇప్పుడు నేను ఇస్తున్నా కృష్ణ ప్రేమ అని అంటది అన్నట్టు. యాక్చువల్ గా మనకు అనిపిస్తుంది మాత ఏంటి అలా వైష్ణవాపరాధం చేయడం ఏంటి అట్లా అనిపిస్తుంది. కాకపోతే అట్లా మనం ఆల్రెడీ చదువుతున్నాం కదా, సచీమాత జగన్నాథ్ మిశ్రకి ఇద్దరు విశ్వరూప్ ఫస్ట్ సన్, విశ్వంబర సెకండ్. విశ్వంబర ఇస్ నన్ అదర్ దెన్ చైతన్య మహాప్రభు. సో యాక్చువల్ గా అద్వైత ప్రభు ఏంటంటే హీ సీనియర్ రైట్, మనకు తెలుసు లైక్ బాబాయ్ ఆ లెవెల్లో ఉంటారు. సో అలా వీళ్ళిద్దరు చిన్న పిల్లలు కాబట్టి ఎప్పుడు అద్వైత ప్రభు దగ్గరికే వెళ్ళేవాడు అన్నట్టు. విశ్వరూప్ వెళ్తూ ఉంటే ఆ అద్వైత మహాప్రభు మొత్తం కృష్ణ కాన్షియస్ గా మార్చి ఆయన మొత్తం మార్చినాక హీ లెఫ్ట్ హోమ్ టేకింగ్ సన్యాసి. సో విశ్వరూపు సన్యాసి తీసుకొని వెళ్ళిపోతాడు. సో అప్పుడు జగన్నాథ మిశ్ర సతీదేవి చాలా టెన్షన్ పడతారు, అమ్మో అద్వైత ప్రభు దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళి ఇవన్నీ నేర్చుకొని తను మొత్తం సన్యాసి తీసుకున్నాడు, ఇప్పుడు మనం మన చిన్న అబ్బాయిని లైక్ గౌరాంగను ఆర్ నితాయిని విశ్వంబర్ని మంచిగా జాగ్రత్తగా చూసుకోవాలి, ఆయన దగ్గరికి వెళ్ళకుండా అని చెప్పుకుంటారు అన్నట్టు ఇద్దరు. ఎందుకంటే మళ్ళీ చెప్తే ఈయన కూడా వెళ్ళిపోతాడు అని. సో అప్పుడు ఏంటంటే అలా అలా మెల్లిగా దూరం చేస్తూ ఉంటారు. తర్వాత ఒకసారి చెప్పకుండానే వెళ్ళిపోతాడు అన్నట్టు లోపలికి. అయితే అప్పుడు వాళ్ళు డిస్కస్ చేస్తూ ఉంటే సచీదేవి వచ్చి నువ్వు అద్వైత కాదు నువ్వు ద్వైత, నువ్వు విడదీయడానికే పుట్టినవ్వు అని బాగా అదిగా అని అంటది అన్నట్టు. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద వైష్ణవ అపరాధ్. ఎందుకంటే షీ డిడెంట్ డూ ఎనీ వైష్ణవ అపరాధ్ బికాస్ ఆఫ్ మదర్లీ అఫెక్షన్. ఎందుకంటే మళ్ళీ ఇట్లా అయితే నా కొడుకు మళ్ళీ సన్యాసి తీసుకొని ఈ కొడుకు కూడా వెళ్ళిపోతాడు అని లైక్ కొంచెం కోపంతో, ఎంతైనా లవ్లీ మదర్లీ అఫెక్షన్ కదా, సో అలా అని అలా చేస్తుంది అన్నట్టు. సో అప్పుడు నువ్వు చేయకున్నా అలా నీ ఫీలింగ్ వచ్చింది కాబట్టి దట్ ఈస్ వైష్ణవ అపరాధ్. ఇప్పుడు నువ్వు పాదధూళి తీసుకున్నావు కాబట్టి అది అని అద్వైతాన్ని ప్రేస్ చేస్తారు అన్నట్టు చైతన్య మహాప్రభు. సో అది ఏంటంటే వైష్ణవ అపరాధ్ మనము ఎన్నో చేస్తూ ఉంటాం. సో వీ హ్యావ్ టు బి వెరీ కేర్ఫుల్ వైల్ డీలింగ్ విత్ వైష్ణవాస్ అని చెప్పారు.
థ్యాంక్ యూ ఫర్ షేరింగ్.
ఇంకో మిగతా వచ్చేయచ్చు.
Yeah. So actually, yes, Vaishnava, that's where every day we have to mitigate those 10 offenses. I think you all know 10 offenses, at least some of you by heart, right? 10 offenses we all know, right? Hare Krishna. Before chanting, every day before chanting, 6 Ashtakam prayers, 10 offenses, please read. If not, kindly, if anybody not doing so. Chaitanya, Lord's Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is given 6 Ashtakam, 8 instructions of the surrender actually. So those instructions in the form of 6 Ashtakam, Cheto Darpana Marjanam, like that. So please do that. And 10 offenses also. Every time we have to recite those 8 6 Ashtakam and 10 offenses, then we start chanting. If we do regularly, we will easily remember the 10 offenses without looking. So please do that. So offensive, we have to, so always careful about this offense. These are 10 offenses. See, how can we progress in spiritual life? That's where we have to meditate and try to avoid these 10 offenses. Trying to be always. Yeah, without delay, I'm over to this one. Yeah. So actually this message sent by Satya Prabhu. You now clear, na? My audio is clear, right?
Yes, now it's clear.
Yeah, thank you for confirming. So this is what Satya Prabhu shared after the class. So focus on the quality of our spiritual life. How are we spending our time? How are we spending all the activities? We have 3 kinds of activities: professional life, family life, then spiritual life. So we need to spend good time in spiritual life. Focus on chanting more. Internalize ourselves more. Internalize means we always think how I'm doing, I'm talking to myself actually, how I am doing. Self-check. It's called self-check. Surrender more. Take more satsang seriously. Do not blame Krishna for any pains in our life. Last statement is, whatever we destined to, definitely we get. Either pleasure, pain, we have to no avoidable. Krishna is there. In any both situations, we have to remember Lord. So next thing. So this is Gauranga Prabhu. one of very close associate of my Guru Maharaj, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. He come up with some of the 23 things to practice in 2023. So let us read and discuss few things. So Deepa Mataji, 5 chadavan Mataji. Chadivi మీరు ఒక 1-2 minutes please speak. Today we'll do this, and after that we will do Dhruva Maharaj prayers. Even I will also learn to recite. Okay. Today we are not reading any scripture, but this is important. So please, you can read and discuss all things.
Prioritizing your mental health, listening with the intent to understand, reading the Bhagavad Gita every day, letting go of the grudges, speaking with your parents more often.
Yeah.
Okay. I will share what I realized in this Krishna consciousness journey. Prioritizing your mental health. So when I was in still not in this path at all, for everything mentally ఈజీగా డౌన్ అయిపోవడం అదంతా బాగా జరిగేదంటే థింగ్స్ విచ్ ఆర్ అప్సెటింగ్ నో క్యాన్ ఇన్ జనరల్ బికాస్ ఐ వాజ్ ఇన్ టు మెడిటేషన్ అండ్ ఆల్ దాట్ సో నాకు ఫర్గివ్ అండ్ ఫర్గెట్ వాజ్ అ కాన్సెప్ట్ ఐ యూస్ టు లివ్ విత్. ఎవరైనా బాధ పెట్టినా కూడా ఇట్ విల్ నాట్ క్యారీ ఫార్వర్డ్ టు ద నెక్స్ట్ డే అనమాట. ఫర్ మీ దట్ వాజ్ మై రూల్. యూజువలీ యూస్ టు ఫర్గివ్ అండ్ ఫర్గెట్. ఎందుకంటే అది నేను నేర్చుకున్నాను. నేను చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి మెడిటేషన్ అంటే 19 years నుంచి నేను ఐ వాజ్ ఇన్ టు మెడిటేషన్. సో దాంట్లో ఫర్గివ్నెస్ కాన్సెప్ట్ నేర్పించారనమాట. సో ఇట్ బికెమ్ అ సెకండ్ నేచర్ టు మీ that if something happened, but still there are some events which you can't so easily forgive, though eventually I used to forgive. It used to take time. It wouldn't be one day or something, but eventually that was my practice, because దాని వల్ల ఏమయ్యేదంటే నా హార్ట్ చాలా లైట్ ఉండేదన్నమాట. There is no baggage, there is no grudge, there is no envy. It used to stay light, but still I used to still get affected, and I was very sensitive to things. I used to there were some phases of depression also. Things are depressing, but again I used to I'm a person not very socializing in nature, don't have any friends. I am only my friend, so I only used to self talk, self motivate, and finally I used to come out of it. Ante నన్నే నేను మోటివేట్ చేసుకోవాలి. there is no other option. But from the time I started this journey, అసలు నాకు తెలియకుండానే I feel like a blank slate every day. అంటే again this forgive and forget, unfortunately this forget wala thingy is too much for me, because I forget whatever we read, whatever we learned last day, whatever I listened to the classes. Like ఇప్పుడు నిన్నటి క్లాస్లో ఏం విన్నానా అని గుర్తు తెచ్చుకుంటే I can only remember that it was a wonderful class, and that Shivaram Prabhu was describing the beauty of the Lord in so many different ways, because it was musical. If it was a class, I wouldn't have remembered. So because I am like into music kabatti naku adi gurtundi. But that is what is the thing. So yes, mental health is very, very important, and I feel that this modern day psychiatrist and psychologist kante, the biggest help I actually got from our Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam. When we have read in Bhakti Shastri also, when you are engaging in something superior, automatically what is inferior will leave you. So the easiest way to have a healthy state of mind is to actually engage in all these superior literature and superior scriptures which are available to us through our acharyas. They have done such a wonderful job, and especially we should be so grateful to Srila Prabhupada for giving us access to this literature which was so inaccessible. Actually, it is unimaginable that if we were not here, would we ever even touch these books and get access to it. That was impossible. So I feel very grateful for being here, and that has automatically taken care of my mental health, and there are hardly any events that that upset me anymore. whatever happens, it doesn't upset me that much.
Hmm.
So listening with intent to understand, this is what I practice. I listen very, very sincerely. It's a different matter how much I understand and how much I actually retain. But listening the sincerity undi. Reading Bhagavad Gita, we are doing as a default process. We are doing the scriptural study with your mercy, Prabhuji. That otherwise, this vow of reading scriptures every day would have been so difficult if I would have done by myself. I was not able to successfully do it, and that's how when you started this initiative, fortunately, I became a part of this, and that's the reason why, whatever be the situation, very untoward untene I will miss kani, otherwise I try not to miss it, because this is my daily bread and butter.
Thank you
Yes,
for joining.
now
Thank you
there are
so
no no grudges at all, because all the time we are only thinking about the Supreme Lord. All the time there is no time to think about grudges and envy and speaking ill with others and thinking about mundane matters. అవన్నీ లేనే లేదు ఇంకా లైఫ్లో. ఎప్పుడు కృష్ణుడి గురించి ఆలోచన, తన గురించే చదువు, తన గురించే థాట్స్. Yes, speaking with your parents more often. Yes, I should speak more often, but in whatever is my capacity, I have.
Yes, Mother. For me also, the fifth point, I need to develop, I'm very, occasional. I mean, whenever I need it, that's why. But frequently, very
ఈ
regularly.
కోవిడ్ దయ వల్ల ఏం చేశానంటే, వైజాగ్లో ఉన్న మా పేరెంట్స్ని ఇక్కడ తెచ్చేసుకున్నాను అండ్ వాళ్ళని చూసుకుంటున్నాను in a house which is just 500 meters away. But yeah, I don't talk that much because every day there is so many things I'm doing. And yeah, they also keep craving ki eppudu vastundi, eppudu maatlaadu vachina kuda like tsunami laga vachi flood laga vellipotundi ani complaint chestu untaru. So I will work on this point.
Yeah, for me also. Yes, Mother.
Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Okay.
Sorry for taking too much time.
No, it's okay. This is important, Mother, as part of regular. I mean, these are our kind of internalizing, kind of checking, these things what we're doing in the devotional life. Thank you very much. Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9, Prabhu, mana Slaitmam Prabhu, please read and add a couple of points.
Prabhu, I will read, Prabhu. I will not add, Prabhu, please, because adding will go to 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock. I'm sorry. Asking for help without any hesitation. Appreciating your partner more often, Bapri. Being patient and tolerant in bad times. Being grateful and humble in good times. Eating food which is healthy for your mind and body. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, you have to speak, Prabhuji. 9 కి వెళ్ళనివ్వండి, 10 కి వెళ్ళనివ్వండి, మీరు మాట్లాడాల్సింది.
Yes, Prabhuji. We want to listen from you.
Asking for help without any hesitation. Actually, this means openness. See, మనం దాన్ని ఏమంటాం, దాన్ని మొహమాట పడ్డం, మొహమాటాలు ఎక్కువ అంటారు. So in India, especially in India, he told to the Chaupati community, why Prabhuji? Means generally, what you can see is he's telling to the devotees, but what I can see from this is he's telling to Chaupati community. I know this why it happens. Prabhuji, there are 30% of divorce rate in ISKCON Chaupati because of this.
ఏం చేద్దాం ప్రభు, మెటీరియల్
మొహమాటాలు ప్రభు. అరే మీ అబ్బాయి మా అమ్మాయి చేస్తారంట, yes good. అరే जो है please open up na, speak na, take the help from him, that this is the problem which I have, so you please help me out. No, keeping them so often that not speaking out and not taking the help from anyone or from the counselors and all. See, మొహమాటాలకు పోయి యాక్చువల్లీ మన కౌన్సిలర్స్ ని కూడా మనం ఏం అడగం యాక్చువల్లీ.
కరెక్ట్.
See, that is the point which is making out here. Please don't hesitate and come for any help. And the second point, Prabhu, this is very important actually, appreciating your partner more often. This is the most abusive part in anyone's life, be it a karmi or be it a jnani or be it a devotee.
ఇది ఒకటి ఉంటుంది కదా తెలుగులో, పురుషాహంకారం మనకు ఇది అది ఉంటుంది. But I also have to develop, of course, is there.
It's not one way, Prabhuji. It's both the ways, actually. Yeah, male ego is more. That I don't deny it. You should not finger the male ego. That is a different thing. But appreciating your partner doesn't mean, what you say, decrease the ego. So, Prabhuji, actually, first point which he made is ask help without hesitation. And the next one he says appreciating. See, egos are there, Prabhuji. There is no doubt. Egos are there for everyone, be it a male or be it a female. But male ego is a bit dominant one in the relation.
Correct.
There is no doubt in that also. Yeah, that is how the nature is. That's why he's called a male. Like yeah, let's keep things as straight as possible. So why it said like this is, that temple is more community based than the structure based, Prabhuji. It is not preaching based temple. It is a community based temple.
Structure based and structure based.
See, structure based means there are some rules and regulations which you should follow no matter what it is, rain or shine.
Acha.
But community based means let us improve the quality of the community so that the community itself builds a temple, or community itself will form a rules which are according to time, place, circumstance. You bring some rules which are 2000 years old and keep it over here now and you should follow it like that. That is a fanaticism. That is how some things, what is a structure based communities go at one point. But Maharaj mode is not that. Maharaj mode. I'm sorry if I'm taking the name of my Maharaj, I should not take it. But yes, His Holiness Radhanath Maharaj's mode is like, let us build community first. Then automatically the structures like the temple or the rules and regulations will automatically follow. But how do you, develop that community? By having a cordial relations. And Maharaj always emphasizes that it should start in the home, not outside.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there is, the first point, the first 5 points only he said, take care of your parents more. Then he came to the spouses. You know why it happens, Prabhuji? I generally hear the Chaupati temples classes more often, Prabhu. So I hear some Grihasthas classes there. So what happens is, one of the Prabhuji, he was telling, Mataji, Adikeshwar Prabhu?
చూసుంటే అంత ఫ్రీక్వెంట్ కాదు అంటే రెగ్యులర్.
Yeah. Yes, there is Radha Leela Mataji and Adikeshwar Prabhu. They are the couple actually. So what this Radha Leela Mataji na, she's very open and blabbery type. Pak 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 pak. जिसको देखा एकदम मतलब she will start as if that person is a close friend of her. And this personality, Adikeshwar Prabhu, he is a very reserved guy. And when he opens up for the class in the Bhagavatam or in Sunday feast, people get stunned. So he's that kind of personality actually. He's a doctor. And Mataji is, like Maharaj actually cultivated some 6 or 7 childs from the orphanage and from that community. అంటే వాళ్ళ మహారాజ్ కూతురులాగా అనమాట వీళ్ళందరూ, రాధాలీలా మాతాజీ అండ్ ద్వారకాధీష్ ప్రభు's wife, I forgot her name. So all these people, Vishaka Mataji. Yeah, Vishaka Mataji and Radhalila Mataji, they're all like daughters of Maharaj only, Radhanath Maharaj only. That is how the affection which they had onto the Maharaj. So what happened is, Adikeshwar Prabhu doesn't like his spouse. Because nature is completely different, na? But Maharaj told you marry her. He has gone there. Somehow or other it happened. But their mood is different. But Maharaj कहाँ पे कब क्या होगा, ये कि मतलब कौन सी प्रॉब्लम में जाएगा, इसके वजह से ये उसके हेल्प करेगी उस टाइम पे. So they have a complete different vision. So Maharaj told marry her, and he has gone and married her. बाद में initially from 5 to 10 years, like any family, they also had the problems. So in one of his lecture, this what we say, this is an open talk, like Ishtagoshti Prabhu. So he was sharing up in this Ishtagoshti. I didn't like my wife at all. First of all, she is wo moti hai. She's stout. Second thing is she's blabbery. अरे जहाँ जाए मतलब वहां पे मतलब पक 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 पक. I used to really get fed up of her. घर में भी वही चालू करती है. मैं मतलब I didn't really like her. That's what. So that's how the problems come initial 5 or 10 years. Later on, what happened is, my mother has become old age. She has become very old, and they couldn't survive there alone. So I bought her. She called for my help. Either you please come alone if your wife can't come, or you bring me to your own self, to your home. और ये टेंशन में आ गया क्योंकि because that equation was not that good. Wife and mother-in-law's equation was not that good. एक तो it's a outside marriage ना.
Outside
so
marriage.
How do you think generally mothers will agree? But Adikeshwar Prabhu has taken the chance because Maharaj said. Everyone understanding na, or I am just speaking like that?
Yeah.
Rhythm, everyone could understand what I am speaking.
Yes.
So this is a general life,
Prabhuji.
appreciating your partner. I am just, what is say, speaking on this one point. So what happened is that Adikeshwar Prabhu has gone to Maharaj. Maharaj, problem आ गया. अभी मेरा बाल मतलब आधा मतलब he used to take center पापड़ी मध्य तीसरा मडो सर पापड़ा. So this part of this ball is being dragged by my wife and this part by mother. What should I do? Maharaj said this is the reason why I told you to marry her. Maharaj is a jovial person actually. So then so Maharaj said, don't worry. I am 100% sure that your wife will help you out. And this is the reason why I told you to marry her. Now from 10 years from now on, you will see the different part of your wife. I know her what she is. And that is the reason why I told you to marry her. And literally, Prabhuji, for 10 years, this Mataji served her mother-in-law, to that an extent she mother is completely bedridden. So all the feces and all, she used to take care of it to that extent. Why? Because just one word, Maharaj said, please take care of your mother-in-law as your own mother. Don't show any discrepancy in that. So she served. And that is the time Prabhuji was telling. That was the time when I realized, we have a lot of male egos. We should appreciate our partners more often. Even she becoming my mother, I could not do what my wife has done. Because our spouses generally have a seva bhav. Matajis, they generally have seva bhav. And if they are once into it, they don't see what kind of service it is. But often we have more male egos, which we should come often. And that is a time when, I really said sorry to my wife. But this happened after 15 years of our marriage, 10 or 15 years of our marriage. And in between all these years, we were, like not so good. But what caught off us is the satsangs and, Maharaj, his mood. This is where we are got up and we have come often and we come across these things. But later on, what happened is we found that, Maharaj is more emphasizing on the own internal family issues than the external things. Then we stopped speaking about the, how to improve satsang and how to, go on to the preach externally. Instead, we look internal to our own selves. How to build relations within the family. And then how to, interconnect between 2 or 3 families. Actually, that is enough for crossing this material world. 2 like-minded families who are internally strong is enough. Because 80% of our time we are with family friends, right? Equals. Now we cannot go directly every day to Leelan Prabhu and we can tell all our things. We'll also get fed up. and he's not that much free also. And at the same time, we cannot give classes continuously. Some input should be with us also, not to give something.
Yeah.
So the equals, equals are 80% of time, seniors are 10%, and juniors are 10%. This is how we should divide. So for the equals, what should we have? We should have a good familial relations and some family friends who are in Krishna conscious. Actually, that is enough. So this is what Adi Keshav Prabhu was telling. That for that we should have a equal family friends and equals. We should have a strong families, and that reason why appreciating your partner more often. So Gaurang Prabhu, why he said is, family को strong करो पहले, ठीक है? भक्ति भक्ति करो, ठीक है, बाद में चलेगा. अच्छा, family अगर strong appreciating, they will help you out.
Yes.
And reading scriptures every day. Prabhu, I'm done. Thank you.
No, yeah, yes, it's okay, Prabhu. Yeah, these are already, we just have to every day we have to patiently tolerance we have to develop, right? Gratefulness, humbleness in good time, and eating food which is healthy for our body and mind. So these are very, very important. Yes.
Prabhu, yeah, this even means what you say, eating healthy food even means go, even what you say, Prabhuji. We have got enough of Krishna conscious food, right? Kinds of prasadam.
Yeah.
But as we grow, we should actually have only that prasad which is digestible and palatable, digestible to us. That is what he says. In the name of what we say, eating prasadam, we will come to Govindas and we will come to satsangs and we will eat what all not we should eat. Prabhu, నేను అందుకే చెప్పాను Prabhu, నేను స్టార్ట్ చేయను 9 అయిపోతుంది.
It's okay, yeah. Yes, we'll do sloka recitation anyway at any cost today. Yeah, every yes, sir. Lavanya, please go quickly and do it. Yes, ma'am.
Already నేను చేశా కదా, మీరు చేయండి. Hare Krishna.
Seeing the good in people, yeah. Meditating at least 10 minutes every morning. Practicing optimistic self-talk, optimistic positiveness. It creates positiveness in our body and mind. Being kind and serving other people, expressing your gratitude every day. Yeah, we have to be grateful every other day. Actually, every moment, the breathe, the air we breathe, the water we drink. So we have to meditate upon Krishna's energies and how he has given to us to living this body, to sustain this body. Yeah, good things.
Is it gratitude towards Krishna or gratitude towards spouse?
Everything, both.
Prabhuji, thank you చెప్పేసిరండి మాతాజీకి.
ప్రభుజీ, నాకు ఒక క్వశ్చన్ ఉంది. మీరు టాలరెంట్ పేషెన్స్ ఎట్లా చేస్తారు ప్రభుజీ? హౌ డు యు డు?
Being patient, tolerant in the bad times. How do I do? I'm still.
మీరు బాగా అంటే బాగా పేషెన్స్ ఉంది. మీరు చెప్పండి మీ దీని గురించి. హౌ డు యు మేనేజ్? These are all shared by Dwarkadish Prabhuji, right?
No, Prabhu. Our dear Gaurang Prabhu.
Gaurang Prabhuji. Okay.
The patient tolerant గురించి ఏం లేదు ప్రభుజీ. I mean,
Dwarkadish Prabhuji also ఒకసారి VSK లో తీసాడు కదా, అప్రిషియేటింగ్ your partner more often. ఇవన్నీ పాయింట్స్ ఉండే ప్రభుజీ. So that's why.
Okay.
So how do you do this patient and tolerance in bad times, and how do day to day ఎట్లా చేస్తారు ప్రభుజీ మీరు? అలాంటి మాతాజీ లాగ్ ఆఫ్ అవుతుంది, మీరు చెప్పండి.
లాగ్ ఆఫ్ అవుతుంది కానీ నేను పెద్ద యాక్టర్ను ప్రభుజీ, తెలుసా? అట్లా నటిస్తా, మనకు అంత లేదు. డివోటీస్ మర్సీ ఏమున్నా అది కొంచెం నా టాలరెన్స్ లెవెల్, నా పేషెన్స్ లెవెల్ యూ కెన్ చెక్ విత్ మై వైఫ్ హౌ ఐఎమ్ గోయింగ్ టు బి. బట్ అంత సీన్ లేదు ప్రభు. ఓకే, ఎస్. సో ఇది optimistic self-talk అడుగుతున్నాను. Being kind.
So I have one question, Lalit Mohan Prabhuji, on that 10th point. Actually, see, most of the time we eat prasadam. Okay, most of the time, 99%. Okay, most of the time we eat prasadam. At least prasadam in the sense, at least offered one, Prabhuji. So still, there are some things which comes to mind which which some kind of thoughts actually, maybe envious, maybe the greed, envious, and many, right? So why when we are eating prasadam, most of the time I always think of it, why this kind of are coming to the mind actually. Maybe it may be lust, greed, or enviousness, sometimes some kind of thoughts regularly come to mind. So what is the wrong? I just think of it, but generally we drink milk, pure milk, and also what is offered, generally we offer everything and take as a prasadam. We don't consume biscuits, right? Even if you try on that one particular day, if you don't eat also, so why does that thought come to mind? How do we understand? It is from the food consciousness, or how it is from the karma, or it's something already there in the mind which is getting popping up. How to understand this?
Oh, means even though if you are completely eating prasadam only, why all these things are happening to me? Is that what your question is, Prabhu?
Yes.
Why our thoughts are not controlled?
Yeah.
Even though if we are honoring prasadam every day.
Yes, most of the time, probably 98, 99%. Mostly, most of the time, 99% probably.
Yeah. See, Prabhuji, these things happen even with brahmacharis, Prabhu, what to speak of grihasthas. You know, generally in ashram, that is scheduled diet. Their diet is not according to their will or their, thought process, like their desire. They don't have that option. It is scheduled. Every Monday you will have only that upma, and every Tuesday morning you will have only that poha. Everything is designed. Everything is already pre-planned. And the person who makes that khichdi is also the same. And the same Radha Gopinath is honoring that prasadam. Let's say prasadam, that food is offered to the same Radha Gopinath. But still there are downfalls. But still there are problems there. But still there are, ego clashes there. We are speaking of our own people, this way where we are interacting with the outside material world. Prabhu, how many of hours in a day do you meet with the outside people, Prabhu?
Okay.
How many of the hours? At least 7 to 8 hours, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
If you are going to office, it's more. At least you will interact with them for 7 to 8 hours at least. Is it right or not, Prabhu?
We
Yes,
always have
Prabhuji.
to interact with the
Yes.
material people. Yes.
Yes. So when you interact with them, do you think, you will not be affected by their consciousness?
Definitely affected. Yes.
If you think like that, then you should not be in this world, Prabhu. So the subtleties of your mind which is being affected is not because of you. It is because of the environment which you are in. And let me tell this, Prabhuji, with 100% confidence, because I did night shifts for 8 years. And it was my physical work there. And in night, I didn't never sit down in front of the computer. I just has been on the aircrafts, and we used to change the components, and we used to do the ground runs, engine runs, aircraft taxi trials and all. And I used to come back to my home, and I used to have peace of my mind onto my wife. She is the one which bore me a lot. That is the reason whenever someone praises me in front of my wife, I just tell them, please stop. She knows me in and out, and she knows what my ego is and why this has come to me. She always cooks prasadam to me. There is no second thing in that. She always cooks prasadam, and she always cooks what I like. But still this thing happens. Why? Because the consciousness first in the place the people who are around me. And the second one is the time, night shifts. So I used to have double that bad thoughts than what you people are having, Prabhu. You are not you alone, Prabhu. You are combined with the consciousness of the people which you are living with. You have to work with. And in the cities, Prabhu, it is Ugra karma only. There is no normal karma there. Everyone came to cities only to earn money, Prabhu, to not do bhakti. Yeah, there is 1 or 2% like you and me who came there to do bhakti also and to earn money also. So that is where the clash comes. So Prabhuji, when you speak and when you interact with someone else in the outside, why we say be very careful? Why? Because of this. If they speak with you, Prabhu, it's enough. You will get affected with their consciousness. You no need to go to their internal lives. Just speak with them. You will get affected.
Yeah.
Sorry, Prabhuji. This is a bit hard topic, but yes, we were told in Krishna consciousness that if we follow these things, we will be, we will go back to Godhead. That is there. But our consciousness to change, which has been affected for millions and millions of lifetimes, to change within span of 50 or 60 years will be very tough. But we should practice. We should practice. That is where this sadhana comes. Prabhu, sorry, but our interactions with the outside world will affect our thoughts, Prabhu. This is not the effect of prasadam. Prasadam will nourish, will actually counteract those thoughts to some extent.
Okay.
Prabhu, even if you don't need to go and physically speak with them. If you have a team meetings with such kind of people, that's enough.
Okay, Prabhuji, yeah.
And you cannot help it out, Prabhuji. What you can only do is do it dandavat before your Jagannath. That is the only thing which you can do. You cannot help it out, Prabhuji, because we are in that situation now. We should earn money, we should earn our family, we should take care of our family, and we should interact with such kind of people who are completely ugra karmic. So what can you do? You are affected by those consciousness. We can just fall flat in front of Lord and say, Krishna, please save me. That's it. I'm done, Prabhu. If anyone has any doubts.
Sorry, everybody on the call. I joined late, but still I'm asking questions. It's not right actually.
No, Prabhuji, it's very useful, Prabhuji. You don't need
because
to.
I thought
we are
Deepa
learning,
Mataji has sent some how to control the mind. Sent some link actually. So I heard that, and I after that I have downloaded everything on mind and all, and read about it. I felt very nice. After that link, actually, I tried to trying to find out how to control the mind. Everything I read, many lectures I heard on that. So I thought that is a question I wanted to ask, and I'm asked because I wanted to ask because I want to improve most of the things, which points which you are showing that. Frankly, I listen most of the things, but I do not follow. I thought if you can share something practical, that would be help. That's why I asked that, Prabhuji. Sorry to join lately in the call and ask the questions and all. It's not a right.
Yeah. Samyukta Mataji, Jagan Mataji. Just Jagan, that's it.
Yes, Prabhuji. Investing your time wisely, starting less at your screens and more at
staring.
Sorry, Prabhuji. Staring less at your screens and more at the sky, lowering your expectations for your own peace, doing some physical activity every day, reflecting on your thoughts more often.
Yeah, that's it. Our time we have to use in Krishna service and whatever best of our
investing in your time wisely. Prabhuji, what happens is when we invest time wisely, right? For example, we go for Sankirtan on Dwadashis. We do some distributions. So what happens in the balance of the family? they say that it's important to look at the family things or household things, but the other way we think is whatever we are doing, it is being supported by them. Whatever security we are getting, it's half of the thing will go to the family because they are allowing to. So what is the proper way to balance the family and do the services for Srila Prabhupada?
These are the big topics, Prabhuji. Discuss later. I mean, we can discuss anyway, but actually, balance is needed for both, not both in three: professional, spiritual, and family. So everything is needed. Actually, all these three are needed equally. You have to maintain balance. Even I struggle a lot in this three. I could not maintain because sometimes I spend most of the times on computer, working on the project and this work. I will spend very less time with family and somehow managing spiritual life. That's sometimes I feel my situation.
Okay.
We have to always self-check, Prabhu. That's where the one of we have to self-talk how I'm spending like that. We can talk actually. One point is one lecture like we can talk.
Okay.
Staring less at your screens. I mean, screen time, tagginchi. Bhavantan creation, more at the sky, how stars are there, how beautiful creation, like that. Expectation, lowering expectation for our own peace, for our good. We expect something, it won't fulfill, for example, and we get, we feel bad. Yeah.
Physical activity. Anyone of you stared at sky, Prabhuji? I'm sorry for interrupting. Anyone of you?
What, Prabhu?
Anyone of you stared at sky?
Stared? Sorry.
Sometimes.
Yes,
Sometimes in the night.
Yeah, city lo unna vallaki adi unne undadani ma ఊరు వెళ్తే మాత్రం ఖచ్చితంగా experience, Prabhu.
On the banks of Godavari, Prabhu, if you sit and see the sky, ఒకసారి స్వర్గంలోకి వెళ్ళినట్టు ఉంటుంది.
Ama? Yeah. Yes. So this is very important. 19th, physical activity for our own good. We need to at least, Prabhupada usually have, while morning walks, he was speaking, there are some exemplary things. We at least we have to start walking in our own communities, our home surroundings. Just to start with walking, just 15 minutes to start with. 21, reflecting on your thoughts more often. That's where, contemplating how I'm thinking in different ways, how I'm doing. So contemplation, reflecting. So this is the last one. Raja Prabhu is still there? Is the other one, Prabhu?
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
21, seeing Krishna's glories. 22, hearing Krishna's glories. 23, sharing Krishna's glories.
Sharing in the terms of book distribution. Different activities with our friends. Like that. So she's seeing, hearing, sharing Krishna's glories. Yeah. Ultimate point is to remember Lord and never forget.
Yeah, I want to mention, Prabhuji, means I am doing book distribution from last 1.5 weeks, 2 weeks. Every day, whenever I'm going, at least I'm distributing 5 to 6 books, Prabhuji. Yesterday also I distributed around 10 books.
Oh, very nice.
This time I took almost around 250 plus big books, Prabhuji, for distribution, personal distribution, completely on streets, temple.
Hari bol from temple. So Alkapuri township is going to be now. ఎవరు మన ఇక్కడ నుంచి మన గ్రూప్ నుంచి లేకపోతే మీరు అక్కడ ఆ ప్రభుత్వం వర్క్ చేస్తారు?
ప్రభుజీ ఫ్రమ్ అవిట్స్ టెంపుల్ అండి.
వండర్ఫుల్ ప్రభుజీ. అంటే పిక్చర్స్ నార్మల్ గా బుక్ డిస్ట్రిబ్యూషన్ పెడతారు?
అదే పెట్టలేదు ప్రభుజీ, ఇప్పటిదాకా ఒక్కటి కూడా పెట్టలేదు. బట్ టిల్ నౌ 4-5 times I went, Prabhuji. Alone also I am going. One day with my family I went. Few times with Jalandhar Prabhuji. Yesterday we went to my village and we did Vaikuntha Ekadashi, right? In one of the Shiva temple we did yesterday.
Super. Continue, Prabhuji, and inspire us. Thank you so much. So, since we started the call, so let us do Dhruv Maharaj prayers. I want to learn from you. Anybody, please recite. Na? These two, first two, I think you all learned, right? I'm opening. Just a second. Yeah. One second. Dhruv Maharaj prayers. Yeah. Yeah. Please, whoever practice nicely, can you please help me so that I wanted to recite. Yeah. This is in Bhagavatam, 4th canto, 9th chapter. Dhruva Maharaj returns home. And then text 6 to 17. Yeah. I think you learned two verses. Or what's the Hare Krishna?
2, Prabhuji.
Okay. Every practice will be ended. I wanted to recite.
12th month, Prabhuji.
Yeah. Prabhuji, మీరు సార్ రెండు శ్లోకాలు రిసైడ్ చేయరా? I wanted to. Yes, sir.
Okay, Prabhuji. Dhruva uvacha yunta pravisya mama vachamimaam prasuptam sanjeevayatya kila shaktidhara swadhamna anyamscha hastacharana shravanatvagadin प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् एकस्त्वमेव भगवन्निदमात्मशक्त्या मायाख्ययोर्गुणया महदाद्यशेषम् सृष्ट्वानुविश्य पुरुषस्तदसद्गुणेषु नानेव दारुषु विभावसु वद्विभासि.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you.
Welcome.
So, Lavanya, can you do? I wanted to after you.
Yeah, Shri Dhruva Vacha. Yonta pravisya mama vachamimaam prasupta sanjeevayatya shakti swadhamna anyam cha hastacharana shravanatvagaadin प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् एकस्त्वमेव भगवनिदमात्मशक्त्या महदाद्यशेषम् श्रुत्वानुविश्य पुरुषत्तदसद्गुणेषु नानेन दार्शु विभवा वसुवद्विभासि. Sorry, I didn't practice.
Okay, let me try. Please correct me, Prabhu. Dhruva uvacha yonta pravishya mama vachamimam prashuptam sanjeevayatyakila shaktidhara swadhamna anyam cha astacharana shravanatvagaadin प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् एकस्त्वम् एव भगवन् इदम् आत्मशक्त्या मायाख्ययोर्गुणया महदाय अशेषम् सृष्ट्वानुविश्य पुरुषस्तदसद्गुणेषु नानेव दारुषु विभवासुधा विभासि नानेव दारुषु विभावसुवधा विभावसुवद्विभासि. Okay, this one I will do again. Ekastameva bhagavan idamatmashaktiya mayakhyayorgunaya mahadadya shesham shushtvanu purushastadasad guneshu naneva darushu vasuvad vibhasi. Hare Krishna. Okay, na Prabhu?
Yes, fine, Prabhu.
Please share. Oh, inga one to divide cheyandi, then wrap up with translation reading. One to divide is recite cheyandi, then no. Then
Prabhu, I should leave. Will you please continue the call, Prabhuji?
Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
So much. Hare Krishna.
Yes. One to divide is please cheyandi and translation evaran chadavandi, then we'll wrap up call.
I'll try, Prabhuji. Yeah. Mataji, we can.
మీరు చేయండి ప్రభుజీ, పర్లేదు.
योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचामिमं प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयते अखिलाशक्तिधारस्वधाम्ना अन्या च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् एकस्त्वमेव भगवान् इदम् आत्मशक्त्या मायाख्ययोर्गुणया महादादिशेषम् सृष्ट्वानुष्यविश्य पुरस्तद् असद्गुणेषु नानेवदारेषु विभासि विभावसुवद् विभासि.
Hari Bol, Akinjan Prabhu ki jai. Shrishtvanu Vishya Purushas Tadasad Gunesh.
నేను ఒకసారి చేస్తాను. ఏకస్త్వం ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ.
Jai Jai Jai.
ఏకస్త్వమేవ భగవన్నిదమాత్మశక్త్యా మాయాఖ్యయోర్గుణయా మహదాద్యశేషం సృష్ట్వానువిశ్య పురుషత్తదసద్గుణేషు నానేవ దారుషు విభావసువత్ విభాసి. ఎస్, హరే కృష్ణ.
ఎవరైనా చేస్తారా? లేదంటే రీడ్ ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ అండ్ ర్యాప్ అప్. హరే కృష్ణ. దీపమాదేవి వాంటెడ్. యా షూర్, సంయుక్తమతి చేయండి.
ధ్రువోవాచ యోऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिल शक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् एकस्त्वमेव भगवन् इदमात्मशक्त्या मायाख्ययोर्गुणया महदाज्यशेषम् सृष्ट्वानुविश्य पुरुषस्तदसद्गुणेषु नानेव धारुषु विभावसुवद्विभासि. Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Very good. Thank you, Mataji. Deepa Mataji, still there? Can you do translation?
Yes, Prabhuji. Dhruva vacha yontah pravisya mama vachamimam prasuptam sanjeevayatyakila shaktidharaswadhamna अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम् एकस्त्वमेव भगवन् इदमात्मशक्त्या मायाख्ययोर्गुणया महदाद्यशेषम् सृष्ट्वानुविश्य पुरुषस्तदसद्गुणेषु नानेव दारुषु विभावसुवद्विभासि. హరే కృష్ణ.
ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ చేయండి, మనం ర్యాప్ అప్ చేద్దాం. ఎవరైనా చేస్తారంటారా? ఐ డోంట్ నో. సంధ్యామాదేవి వాంటెడ్.
ఎస్ ప్రభుజీ.
యాక్చువల్లీ మీరు చేయండి, అట్లనే ట్రాన్స్లేషన్ కూడా చదవండి, అయిపోతుంది. ఓకే
ఓకే ప్రభుజీ. ధ్రువోవాచ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमा प्रक्षुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिल शक्तिधरा स्वधाम्ना अन्यां च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान्नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्. Translation. Dhruva Maharaj said, "My dear Lord, you are all powerful after entering within me. You have enlivened all my sleeping senses, my hands, legs, ears, touch sensation, life, force, and especially my power of speech. Let me offer my respectful obeisances unto you. Ekastvameva bhagavan idamatma shaktya mayakhyayorgunaya mahadyadesh ashesham सृष्टानुविश्य पुरुषस्तदसद्गुणेषु नानेव दारुषु विभव वसुवद्विभासि." Sorry, Prabhuji.
Okay,
I should practice. I did not practice this.
Yeah.
Translation. My Lord, you are the Supreme One, but by your different energies, you appear differently in the spiritual and material worlds. You create the total energy of the material world by your external potency. And after creation, you enter within the material world as the super soul. You are the Supreme Person. And through the temporary modes of material nature, you create varieties of manifestation just as fire, entering into wood of different shapes, burns brilliantly in different varieties.
Yes, Mataji. Thank you. Actually, we have to meditate this translation. Dhruva Maharaj understanding about Krishna's creation and glories. Yeah. Thank you all for doing every day. So tomorrow onwards, again, Mataji, you can continue. Today, I just want to spend that, especially this thing, I wanted to share.
Sure,
and
Prabhuji.
tomorrow onwards, please.
Thank you for that.
Please take up the service. And Raju Prabhu, Lavanya, and Mataji, please continue. I mean, because it's going to be night for me. So 9:47 అవుతుంది ఇప్పుడు మళ్ళీ అనదర్. సో కొంచెం వర్క్ కూడా ఉంటుంది మాది, అందుకే. సో కైండ్లీ టేక్ అప్ ది సర్వీస్ whenever the reviews, at least to get in the path, they get into చదివినట్టున్న ఫీలింగ్ కోసం స్టడీ బుక్స్ కొన్ని నేను చేస్తాను అది. ఓకేనా? ప్లీజ్ గివ్ దట్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్.
విల్ బి స్టార్టింగ్ ఆదిలీల 16th చాప్టర్. అది అయిపోయిన తర్వాత ఇంకా రివ్యూసే ఉంటాయి. సో నెక్స్ట్ వీక్ మనకి రివ్యూస్
చూస్తాను అయితే. I'll try to manage my time. Thank you for heads up. Okay, Mataji? Yes. Hare Krishna. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah. Ananta koti vaishnava vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Srila Gurudev ki jai. Nitai Gaur Hari Premanande. Hari Hari. Thank you very much. Have a happy Krishna conscious. What is today? Tuesday, na? I think Tuesday, right?
Yes, Prabhuji.